Hello everyone, welcome to Q&A Academy. In today's class, we are going to discuss about the concept of LCM and HCF. LCM and HCF is one of the important concept in number system where they will be asking one or two questions definitely from all the competitive exams. So before going into the concept, let me take one small example to explain about LCM and HCF. Now, the first example is going to be there is a boy, he got a job in a very good company. That was his first day. He went to the office. There, after going to the office, he felt a little hungry. From there, he went to cafeteria to have some breakfast. At that particular time, one girl came inside. The girl is very beautiful. By seeing that girl, the boy got impressed a lot and he started following that girl. After some time, he got some information that the girl is working in 14th floor. But unfortunately, this boy is working in first floor. And also he has one more information, which is in that girl's floor, they are giving break for every 45 minutes. But in his floor, in the boy's floor, they are giving break for every 60 minutes. If this is the case, when the boy will see the girl again? So if you would like to answer for this, pause the video and keep the answer in the comment box. Now, coming into the question, if you have to solve this question, you have to find LCM for both 45 and 60. LCM for 45 minutes and 60 minutes is going to be 180 minutes, which is nothing but after 180 minutes in the sense 3 hours. After 3 hours, the boy will see the girl again. So, whenever we are solving the question, first we should know what we are doing there. Here we are taking the common point. Common point in what? A common point in time. In time, whatever they have given 45 and 60 minutes, for that we are taking one common time, which is nothing but 180 minutes. Now, let us start discussing about the concept of LCM. Here you can see LCM. Now, whenever we are going to solve the concept called LCM, first you should know the meaning of LCM. What is LCM? LCM is nothing but least common multiple. Least common multiple. Now, whatever they have given in the question, whatever they have given in this, that only I am going to apply in the question. Now, let me take one question which is 10, 20 and 30. For this, I am going to do traditional method to solve LCM. Now, what is LCM first of all? LCM is nothing but least common multiple. Now, first thing what I have to do? I have to take multiples. Now, can you tell me what are the multiples of 10? The multiples of 10 are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, so on. These all are the multiples of 10. Then what are the multiples of 20? The multiples of 20 are 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. Now what are the multiples of 30? The multiples of 30 are going to be 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, so on, like this will be having so many. Now here what they have told, least common multiple. Multiples I have taken here. Now the next thing is I have to take the common multiples. What are the common multiples in this? In this the common multiples are going to be 60. And also we'll be having 120 also in 110. And also we'll be having 180 also. So these all are the common multiples in 10, 20 and 30. But what they are asking? They are asking the least common multiple. What is the least common multiple in this? The least common multiple is going to be 60, and that is going to be our LCM. So we will consider our LCM as 60. The least common multiple is going to be what? 60. This is the traditional approach that everyone will be following. But if we follow this approach, definitely we are going to take a huge time. So what we will be doing, what everyone has doing, they have invented one approach called general method. So in general method, what we will do, by using prime factorization method, we are going to solve LCM for 10, 20 and 30. Now, how to use prime factorization method to solve the LCM for 10, 20 and 30? Now, starting from prime numbers, I'll start dividing the numbers whatever they have given. Now, what is my first prime number? My first prime number is going to be 2. With 2, I will divide it. How many times I can divide it? 2 5s, 10, 2 10s, 20, 2 15s, 30. Yes. Now, again, with 2, I can divide it or not? Yes. 10 I can divide with 2. If I divide with 2, it will be 5, and these 5 and 15 are common. Now, next what I have to do? What is the next prime number? The next prime number is going to be 3. If I have to divide with 3, 5 I cannot divide with 3. So, I will be dividing only one number, which is 15. How many times? 5 times. So, my answer is going to be, finally, I have to divide all 5s with 5. Then I will be getting 1, 1, 1. Now, whatever they have given here, I have to multiply all the numbers. Now, what are the numbers I have here? 2 into 2 into 3 into 5. What is 2 into 2? 4. 4 into 3 is going to be 12. 12 into 5 is going to be 60. Now, what is my LCM? My LCM is going to be 60. If you observe here and here, in both the places, I got the same answer, which is 60. Now, next what I have to do? This is also general method, which where it will be taking a lot of time. But in competitive exams, whenever we are solving the questions, we should solve the questions within 1 minute only. For LCM only, if we are taking 1 minute time, then how can we solve the complete question? So for this also, we have one shortcut approach. This shortcut, definitely it will be useful for you, mostly in time and work problems. So all of you try to listen the shortcut properly. Definitely you can apply this shortcut in time and work problems. Now here, if you observe, what is the question they have given? 10, 20 and 30. For 10, 20 and 30, I have to find the LCM. Now, first thing what I'll be doing is, I'll be taking the highest number. What is the highest number in 10, 20 and 30? The highest number is going to be 30. Now, what I will do is, I will take the multiples of 30. What are the multiples of 30? 30 into 1, 30, 30 into 2, 60. In that way, first I'll start with 30. Now, by using 30, I will check whether it can divide 30 or not. Yes, of course, it can divide 30. By using 30, is that possible to divide 20? No, I cannot divide it. So what I have to do? I have to take the next multiple of 30. What is the next multiple of 30? 30 into 2, which is nothing but 60. Now, I have to check whether it can divide 60 or not. 30, is that possible to divide 60? Yes, it can divide. How many times? 2 times it can divide. By using 20, can I divide 60? Yes, I can divide. 3 times I can divide it. By using 10, is that possible to divide 60? Yes, I can divide. How many times? 6 times I can divide it. If I can divide all 3 numbers with 60, so I can consider my LCM as 60. This is one of the shortcut which it will be helpful for you in lots of places. Okay, now let us move into the next part. HCF. Whenever we are solving the questions from HCF, first you should know the difference between LCM and HCF. LCM will be taking the time places common multiple times. But HCF is not like that. In HCF, you'll be segregating into different parts. To make you understand more about this HCF concept, let me take one small example. First, there is a classrooms, okay? There is class, there is a college. Let me take one example as college. In that college, there are two different classrooms. In one classroom, there are 10 students. How many students are there? 10 students. In class 1, there are 10 students. And in class 2, there are 15 students. How many students are there in class 2? 15 students. Now the task is, their lecturer want to conduct one test for them, but he want to make some groups. If he want to make some groups, each and every group should contain equal number of students and also highest number of students. How can he segregate it? I cannot segregate 10 and 15 because here I'll be having 10 and here I'll be having 15 members. But what I have told, in each and every team, equal number of students should be there. To segregate that, what he'll be doing is, 10 he will be making it as 5 and 5, and 15 he will be making it as 5, 5 and 5. Now here if you observe, in each and every batch, there are how many students? 5 students are there. So this is what they are considering as HCF. This is how we have to do HCF. Where we will be using this HCF concept, where you have to take the equal numbers, where we have to do the equal numbers, in such places only you will be using concept called HCF. Where you will be using LCM, whenever you are taking the common time, which is highest number, there you will be using the LCM concept. Now let me explain you more about HCF concept. Same question, whatever we have done for LCM, we will try to solve for HCF as well. Now first of all, what is HCF? HCF is nothing but highest common factor. Now first of all, what we should know, what is the factor we have to understand. Okay, now if I take a question as 10, 20 and 30, first we will start by solving traditional method. In traditional method, I have to find HCF for 10, 20 and 30. Now in HCF, what is the last one? Factor, which is nothing but, first of all I have to find factors for 10, 20 and 30. What are the factors of 10? The factors of 10 are 1, 2, 5 and 10. These are the factors of 10. Now what are the factors of 20? The factors of 20 are 1, 2, 4, 5, 10 and 20. What are the factors of 30? The factors of 30 are going to be 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, 30. These all are the factors of 30. Now here if you observe, I have factors everywhere. Next thing what I have to do? I have to take the common. What are the common factors in this? The common factors are going to be 1, 2, 5, 10. If you want to know about factors, definitely you have to watch one video that I have kept in number system that will help you to understand more about the factors. How you have to take the factors when we are taking from particular number. Okay, now here you can see the factors of 10, 20 and 30 are 1, 2, 5 and 10. Okay, now what I have to do? I have to take the highest common factor. What is the highest common factor here? 10. My highest common factor is going to be 10. That is what my HCF. This is the traditional method that everyone is following. But if we follow this method, definitely we are going to take a lot of time, because I have to write so many factors continuously and then I have to find which is common and which is highest in that. But what now what I am doing, I am going to do the prime factorization method for same numbers. but not at a time. I am going to divide the number into 3 different parts, and then I am going to use the prime factorization method. Now, what is the question they have given? 10, 20 and 30. Now, for 10, 20 and 30, I have to do the prime factorization separately. Now, for 10 I will be doing, for 20 I will be doing, for 30 I will be doing. So, whenever I am starting prime factorization method, what is the first number I have to take? I have to start with 2. Now, how many times? 5 times. Next, I have to solve 20, 2, 10 times. Again, I have to do with 2, 5 times. If I go with 13, 2, 15 times. Next, 3, 5 times. Now, whatever the numbers I got here, I will be writing here 2, 5 for 20. 2, 2, 5, and for 30 it is 2, 3, 5. Now, in this, what are the common I have? 2 and 5. Both are the common factors which I have. Now, I have to multiply those 2 and 5. What is 2 into 5? My 2 into 5 is going to be 10. So, that is what my HCF. If you observe, here and here, I have got the same answer, which is 10. If I have to tell about shortcut, now all of you observe properly. Here, what is the question they have given? For 10, 20 and 30. For 3 numbers, we cannot find the HCF in an easy way. But whenever you are solving for 2 numbers or whenever you are solving for larger numbers, I can tell you a lot of shortcuts for that HCF purpose. Now, let us solve some questions on LCM and HCF by using shortcut approach. Here you can see some of the questions. Type 1, 180, 210. For 180 and 210, you have to find both LCM as well as HCF. In the general method, if we solve LCM and HCF for this, I am sure that you will be taking more than 1 minute. But if you follow this shortcut, you can solve the question within fraction of seconds only. Now, here 180, 210 they have given. Now, what is the difference between 180 and 210? The difference between 180 and 210 is going to be 30. Now, by using 30, I have to divide 180 and 210. Can I divide 180 by using 30? Yes, of course I can divide. How many times? 6 times. Now, by using 30, can I divide 210? Yes, I can divide. How many times? 7 times. If I can divide both the numbers, directly I can consider my HCF as 30. Then how I have to find LCM? If you multiply 180 into 7 or 210 into 6, you will be getting your LCM. What is 180 into 7? 100 into 7 is going to be 700. 7 into 8 is going to be 560. So 560 plus 700 is going to be 1260, and my LCM is going to be 1260 and my HCF is going to be 30. So within fraction of seconds, you are solving both LCM and HCF. Understood, all of you? Now, in the same way, we will try to solve one more question. Here you can see 150, 210. For 150, 210, what I have to do? I have to find both LCM and also HCF. To find LCM, to find HCF, first thing what I have to do? I have to take the difference between 150 and 210. Now, what is the difference between 150 and 210? The difference between 150 and 210 is going to be 60. Now, by using 60, I have to check whether it can divide 150 and 210 or not. Is it possible to divide 150 with 60? No, we cannot divide. Then what I have to take? I have to divide with 2 and I have to take the previous multiple of 60, which is 30. Now, by using 30, I have to check whether it can divide 150 or not. Is it possible to divide 150 with 30? Yes, I can divide. How many times? 5 times I can divide it. In the same way, is that possible to divide 210 with 30? Yes, I can divide. How many times? 7 times I can divide. If I can divide both 150 and 210, I can consider my HCF as 30. In this way, we can find HCF. Now, how to find LCM? I have to do the cross multiplication. If I multiply 150 into 7, or if I multiply 210 into 5 also, I'll be getting the same answer. If you're multiplying 150 into 7, what is 100 into 7? 100 into 7 is going to be 700. 50 into 7 is going to be 350. 700 plus 350 is going to be 1050, and that is what your LCM. Understood, all of you? In the same way, we will try to solve one more question. Here you can see 45 and 60. For 45 and 60, what is the difference? The difference is going to be 15. By using 15, can I divide 45? Yes, I can divide. How many times? 3 times I can divide it. By using 15, can I divide 60? Yes, I can divide. How many times? 4 times I can divide it. So directly I can consider my HCF as 15. Then what is my LCM? My LCM is going to be 60 into 3 or 45 into 4. What is 60 into 3? 60 into 3 is going to be 180, and that is going to be my LCM. So whenever you are solving the questions, you are taking less than 30 seconds to solve both LCM and HCF. But definitely you have to be very good in tables. If you are very good in calculations, then only you can solve these questions. Or try to learn some speed math techniques. We have done some videos on that also. We have a playlist on speed maths. Try to watch those videos. That will help you to solve the questions less than 30 seconds. Okay, now let me move into the next question. Here you can see 45 and 63. Now all of you try to solve this question. What is the difference between 45 and 63? The difference between 45 and 63 is going to be 18. By using 18, is that possible to divide 45? No, I cannot divide it. So what I have to do? I have to take the previous multiple, which is nothing but 18. If I divide with 2, I'll be getting 9. Now you tell me, by using 9, can I divide 45 or not? Yes. How many times? 5 times. By using 9, can I divide 63 or not? Yes. How many times? 7 times. Now what I have to do? I have to consider my HCF as 9. Then what is my LCM? If I have to find my LCM, I have to multiply 63 into 5 or 45 into 7. I have already told you one shortcut for 63 into 5. What is the shortcut? Add 1 0 and divide with 2. If you divide with 2, 2 3 6, 2 1 2, 2 5 10. And the answer is going to be 315. And that is your LCM. Now, if you observe the fifth one, here you can see 48 and 88. Now first thing what I have to do, I have to take the difference between 48 and 88. What is the difference between 48 and 88? It is going to be 40. By using 40, is that possible to divide 48? No, I cannot divide. So what I have to take? I have to take the next number, which is 20. By using 20, can I divide? No, I cannot divide. I'll be taking one more number, which is 10. By using 10, can I divide? No, I cannot divide. I'll be taking one more number, which is 5. By using 5 also, I cannot divide. Then I cannot take the next number, which is 2.5. Then what I have to do? Then what you have to do means, you have to multiply one number with 48. That number, it should be very near to 88. Now with what number I can multiply 48? If I multiply with 2, what is 48 into 2? 48 into 2 is going to be 96. Now, what is the difference between 88 and 96? The difference between 88 and 96 is going to be 8. Now, by using 8, can I divide 48 or not? Yes, I can divide. How many times? 6 times. By using 8, can I divide 88 or not? Yes, I can divide. How many times? 11 times. Now what is 11 into 48? 11 into 48. If you have to find, what you will do? First you will write 4 and next you will write 8. What is 4 plus 8? 12. So the answer is going to be 528. Now what is my LCM here? My LCM is going to be 528. And what is my HCF? My HCF is going to be 8. Hope all of you understood the concept. So next question also, you can solve in the same way. You have to take the near number for 288. If you take the near number for 288, then the answer is going to be very easy for you. Now, if I move into the next type, in this type you can see everywhere the numbers are ending with zeros. Yes or no? 10, 20, 20, 60 or 30, 40. For such type of questions, if you observe here, what is the HCF? Your HCF is going to be 10, whatever the number they have given. What is the difference? The difference is 10. With 10, I can divide 10 and 20. So how many times? 1 time and 2 times. If I multiply both the numbers, I'll be getting my LCM or not. Now, what is going to be my LCM? My LCM is going to be 20. So here, if you observe, this 10 whatever they have given, that is HCF, and this 20 whatever they have given, that is LCM. In the same way, if you observe the second question, what is the difference here? The difference is going to be 40. But by using 40, I cannot divide 20 or not? Yes. So what I have to do? I have to take the next number, which is 20. By using 20, can I divide 20? Yes, I can divide. By using 20, can I divide 60? Yes, I can divide. So what I have to consider? I have to consider my HCF as 20. Now, then what is going to be my LCM? My LCM is going to be 20 into 3 or 60 into 1, which is 60. So here also, if you observe, here my HCF is 20 and my LCM is 60. So in the same way, you try to find the answer for third one. What is the LCM and HCF for that? Okay, now if we move into the next type, which is type 3, coprimes. For coprimes, I have already told you what is going to be your HCF. Your HCF for coprimes, it is always going to be 1. Highest common factor is going to be 1. Here also your HCF is going to be 1. Then how to find the LCM? If you have to find the LCM, you have to multiply both the numbers. What is 5 into 7? 5 into 7 is going to be 35 and 35 is going to be your LCM. What is 3 into 5? 3 into 5 is going to be 15. So if you multiply both the numbers, that is only going to be your LCM. In the same way, you try to find the answer for third one. Try to find HCF and LCM. HCF you already know it is 1 and LCM what is 12 into 5? 60 is going to be your LCM. Next, LCM into HCF equal to N1 into N2. This is the one of the important method. They'll be asking questions, particularly questions also they'll be asking on this process. Now the question it should be, for suppose you have a question like this, which is 15 and 45. By using, let us consider that 15 as N1 and 45 as N2. By using these two numbers, do you know how to find LCM and HCF or not? Yes, you know. Now, by using 15 and 45, can you tell me what are LCM and HCF? What is the difference? 30. By 30, I cannot divide. Again, I will be taking 15. 15 once, 15, 15 3 is 45. So, what is my HCF? My HCF is going to be 15. Then, what is my LCM? My LCM is going to be 45. Okay, now I have LCM and HCF. This is equal to what? N1 into N2 they have told. How much is my N1? 15. How much is my N2? 45. Now, what is 45 into 15? 45 into 10 is going to be 450 and 45 into 5 you have to do means. So, you have to do 450 by 2 which is 2 2s 4, 2 2s 4, 2 5s 10. It is 225. So, 450 plus 225 how much? 675. Now 45 into 15 is going to be what? 675. Here also 15 into 45 will be 675 only. Now what they are telling here, your LCM into HCF is always equal to N1 into N2. Now the questions how they are going to ask you. They will be asking you to find N1 and what they'll give? They'll give LCM and also they'll give HCF. Then what you have to do? If you have to find N1 LCM into HCF, if you divide with N2, you'll be getting your N1 or not? Yes. In the same way, if you have to find N2, then what you have to do? LCM into HCF, you have to divide with what? N1. So this is how you can find N1 and N2. If they give N1 and N2 also, you know how to find LCM and HCF as well. So this is the process of solving LCM and HCF by using the normal method. Now let us move into the next part. We have to find LCM and HCF for fractions. How to find LCM and HCF for fractions? Okay, now finding LCM for fractions, the formula is going to be LCM of numerator. LCM of numerator you have to divide with HCF of denominator. HCF of denominator. Now what is this formula for? This formula is going to be LCM for fractions. If you are finding LCM for fractions, then what is the formula? LCM of numerator by HCF of denominator. If you are finding HCF for fractions, then what you have to do? You have to take HCF of numerator divided by HCF of numerator, you have to divide with LCM of denominator. LCM of denominator. Now this is how you can find the, by using this formulas only, you can find fractions for LCM and HCF. Now let me take one example to solve this question. Okay, here I am finding LCM for fractions. Okay, if I have to find LCM for fractions, I'll be taking example as 2 by 3 and 3 by 4 and 5 by 6. For this, I have to find LCM. What is the formula for LCM? LCM of numerator. So now first what I have to find? I have to find LCM for numerator. In numerator, what are the values I have? 2, 3, 5 I have. For all these numbers, I have to find what? LCM I have to find. Now if you observe here, 2, 3, 5 are what? What numbers? 2, 3, 5 are co-primes. If they are co-primes, what I told you to do? I told you to multiply all the numbers or not. If I multiply all the numbers, 2 into 3 is going to be 6, 6 into 5 is going to be 30. Now what I have to do next? I have to find the HCF. If I have to find the HCF, I have to find for what numbers? 3, 4, 6. For 3, 4, 6, what is going to be my HCF? 3, 4, 6 are what? Co-primes or not? Yes, 3, 4, 6 are going to be co-primes. If they are co-primes, their HCF is going to be what? 1. Now what is the formula for LCM for fractions? LCM of numerator divided by HCF of denominator. Then what is my LCM here? My LCM is going to be 30 and my HCF is going to be 1. 30 by 1 is going to be the 30. Now this is how we can find fractions for both LCM and as well as HCF. If you want to solve more questions on this concept, which is particularly LCM and HCF, in my next video also I did more solutions, more questions on particularly LCM and HCF. If you want, you can watch that video and you can get prepared for competitive exams. Thank you everyone. Thank you for watching the video.